Okay, hey everybody, real quick. I want to talk about this question I got asked on live last night. It was like, how can you turn good in the hood? How can you come out good in the hood or something like that, right? And surprisingly, I never talked about that, even though I call myself the hood Heyoka. Like, I grew up right dab in the middle of the hood, okay? So I wanted to touch on that just a little bit because a lot of people struggle in the hood, right? Because whatever you see on the day to day, it is what it is. Like, it just is what it is, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how offsetting it is, no matter how discouraging it is. Hood life is just hood life, right? But I had to like literally tune into myself because even though I understood that, there are a lot of things I didn't participate in when it comes to being in the hood. Only because I didn't know then, but I know now the reason why I didn't. Only because it didn't feel good with my spirit, right? Like I was in the setting, I was in that hood setting, but to participate in the quote unquote hood things didn't set right with me. And by it not setting right with me, I didn't have a hard time in the hood. Like I didn't have a hard time adjusting, even though there were times where I wish things didn't happen. But me, like on the day to day, on the everyday, I didn't have a hard time adjusting in the hood. I just knew authentically I was just gonna stay tuned to myself. I was just gonna pay attention to what I desired and pay attention to the things that I wanted out of life or how I perceived life, not the life that I was getting presented, right, in my environment, like in my neighborhood. And I want to touch on that a little bit because a lot of people that live in the hood believe that is it. Like they believe that's it, that's the main goal, that's how you move. Your grandmama in the hood, your homeboys in the hood, your family, everybody is just in this structure. Everybody is just in this environment. But those who know and get it, because it's a lot of people, well, it's a few people in the hood that understand what I'm saying. But the majority of people do not. And they do not because they are used to seeing that hood environment. But it gets you how you turn good in the hood, okay? How you get out that situation. You have to tune in into your heart. You got to tune into your spirit. Like you got to get tune into your soul, okay? Because there are a lot of things that people do in the hood, in that hood setting, in that hood program, and it's damaging your soul. It's like literally, it's damaging your soul, it's damaging your heart, it's damaging your spirit, it's damaging the God essence of you. And the more you participate in those activities, the further away you will be from source, the further away you will be from your heart, the further away you be from your consciousness, the more you pay attention to those activities, right? That's why a lot of people feel so lost in the hood because they lost the connection. Those activities take you outside of that of that God essence. Like even though it's because I wasn't raised in a church, but I know a few things about the church when your grandmama or somebody said, you need to leave the world behind and focus on Jesus. Basically, that's just what that was. Like you have to not pay attention to what's going on in your environment to the point where you are only tuned in into the God source of yourself, to the God energy of yourself. What is your God energy? What is your God aura? What is your God sense of self? What is the essence of God inside of you? You have to tune into that. But by us being like in religion for so much, for so long, they didn't really break that down. But that's all that is. Like you have to really pay attention to the God inside of you. Like, you got to pay attention to your heart. You got to pay attention to your spirit. You got to pay attention to your consciousness. And things that don't sit well in your consciousness and your heart and your spirit and your soul, you just don't do. Period. And the more you pay attention to that, the more you are paying attention to your God-like power. Okay? Understand that. And those who don't, they have a hard time. They struggle. Because they just can't get out of that loop. They can't get out of that energy ball, because even in whatever energy that you are residing in, energy has the power to manifest. So if energy has the power to manifest, whether you manifest in bad or good energy, you keep on doing not just some trivial shit. You keep on doing like some real hood shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all keep on doing the hood real shit. Why you think a lot of people just live wires? Like, a lot of people just ready. They just ready to go. They trained to go. They trained to go for a reason. They done build up so much energy on that side. Them being trained to go is nothing. They don't have nothing connected to the other side. They don't have nothing connected to their heart, because they're not doing things that put love inside their heart. They're not doing things that put love in their frequency. So it's easy for them to go. It's easy for them to get nutty and do whatever they do. It's easy for them to do that, because that's the energy that they're manifesting. That's the energy that they're familiar with. That's the energy that they only are adhering to. You have a choice. But we already know about peer pressure. We already know about, oh man, everybody don't want to be soft. But a lot of people have to understand, you not looking soft made you get into your ego. And the more you are inside of your ego, the closer away you are from God. You want to know why? Because your ego always tell you it's all about you. Your God sense of self always make you aware of how you are around people, because you know it's not about you. So that softness, that talking back about you, oh, he's soft, oh, he's scary, he a pea, and oh, he a girl, or he whatever, or oh, she's scary, she don't wanna, oh no, she's scary because she ain't gonna come outside and fight you, because she know you gonna whoop her, but oh, she's scary. Ma'am, sir, it's something called common sense. I don't have to prove who I am on the inside or physically to you, because you're emotionally upset, because you're emotionally triggered by action or thought or whatever that is. I don't have to display myself in that way, because either way, if I get beat up, you gonna get beat up. Either way, it's gonna be something that's gonna happen in this exchange of energy, right? I don't want to be involved in the period. But I also know about Nuck if you buck. Don't come. I'm loving light, but please don't come over here with that. don't not come over here with that. If I had a choice to refrain myself, I will. But when it comes to self-defense, I'm all for it. Okay? Stop playing with people like me. But I'm just saying, once you start tuning into that, oh, well, I want them to look at me like because I'm that nigga. I don't want that, because you know how I do it. Yeah, and the more you do it, you're going to be connected to that energy. And the more you do it, the more bullshit is going to come with that. It's something called, in this lifetime, it's something called universal cause and effect. And once you understand universal laws, and once you understand the universal law of oneness, we are all one in this particular realm, and you will understand the universal law of cause and effect. You are not beyond that universal law. That universal law did not skip you. That universal law of oneness did not skip you because you are in the hood. No. You have to suffer the consequences of that. Okay? Or the things that you do, the things that disconnect you from your God-like essence in your spirit, no matter who's doing what. Y'all have a good one.